questions to Parker in Greenville. Yes, sir.
Hi, Bill. Out of all the pedophiles that have been president, you would agree, right, that Trump is the best of all of them?
You know what? Are you listening to the show right now, Parker? Didn't you call into
Yes,
Mike's show earlier? No, you're not listening to the show right now. I'm not talking about. I'm not. You didn't. You said this is about Epstein. Now you're talking about Trump being a pedophile. You're not listening to the show. I'm not talking about that. You're just
Even
a
if Trump
troll.
admitted
You're
that-
just a troll. And every time you come in, I get the pleasure of doing this. See, I have to shout at him because he might get out there and say something off color that we can't allow. And then my producer, he has to slam the dump button and he might hurt his wrist. And I need both of his wrists in good shape. You okay? Is it John or JJ right now? I know you guys. Jay, are you okay? You didn't have to slam it on that one, right? With that dude. Parker, somebody was texting me that he called into Mike's show today. And he was Mike. He was Charlie on Mike's show today. So I just, anyway. And in terms of Trump being a pedophile, you ever seen some of the women Trump used to go out with and some of the women he's been married to? I don't think any of them are children. But that's okay because every time you call in, you get the one, you'd have to admit this, JJ. Every time he calls in, he gets to his point of being a troll instantaneously. See, we're going to give out a pro tip. Now, I don't know. So, like, if you're going to do a call, make it like a movie. Give me the problem, do the exposition, give me the solution. Don't get out there and lead in with all the stuff that, you may as well just call in, "Hi, Bill, it's me, the troll again," with the so many names. I mean, I wonder if you think he dates? Do you think he's married, JJ? Do you think he's angry? But about what? He just don't like Trump. Trump lives in his head rent free. Yes, I don't want JJ slamming into the dump button because we can't allow that. We can't allow that to happen. Somebody's saying on the text line that he probably voted for hair sniffer. I mean, for all of you out there that think a president might be a pedophile, when you look at old Joe Biden. When you look at old Joe Biden, wasn't he the one that would walk up to wives and children and hug them real close and sniff their hair and talk to them? And they'd be like, looking like, "I need to get away. Help me, help me." That's why Joe always wore those aviators, so he wouldn't get a face full of pepper spray from some dad or husband. But hey, troll, whatever your name is, we're just going to name you. What would you call him, JJ? We don't need to assign a name to him because, like, I tried to call him Lawrence the Liar the other day, and a guy named Lawrence on the text line got out there and said, "No, man, my name's Lawrence too, so don't call him Lawrence." A contradiction. We go contradiction. He can be Captain Contradiction Chaos, can't he? The troll. They're saying on the text line he's an incel too. That's horrible. He's married, Bill. Her name is Palmala Henderson. Okay. Enough of that stuff. Anyway. Little inside baseball, though. That's interesting, though, that he called into Mike's show today. I saw this in the text line. People were telling me that he called into Mike's show. He was going by Charlie. And I thought that he was maybe trying to. Surely not him. I mean, I've heard him enough. Charlie James, Mike knows Charlie. So he would recognize Charlie, but he wasn't saying he was Charlie James. He just said he was Charlie. And all that other stuff. So, yeah, call on in there and, you give yourself away so fast. You're not nearly as smart as you are. Not nearly as smart. Parker. He went to Parker now. He's running short on the names he can assign himself for when he makes his fun phone calls. I wonder if he's call-in guy though. We had a guy named call-in guy that would call in, and he would steal the video stream. And then he would put it up on his YouTube channel where he would be calling in and making the host look like stupid. And he's still out there today. He still has his website up on YouTube. But anyway, that was I had a feeling when you talked to him, did you have any inkling it might be him? Or was he trying to camouflage himself coming in? He was really reasonable, was he? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'd like to talk about the whole Epstein stuff, the Epstein nonsense. That was how he put it with you, right? Yeah, the Epstein nonsense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, on the text line, Mike thanked him for contributing to his show. Thanks for calling in, by the way. Every time you do that, Mike's ratings go up, my ratings go up. It's not that we necessarily need them, but it's fun for us to have fun too. Anyway, so much for that. Now he's gone and we can move on. One of my questions, if you want to talk about the Epstein thing, they have Ghislaine Maxwell in jail. Supposedly she knew all about it. Why aren't we talking to her? This is News Talk 98.9 WORD.